and WBC Silver Champion and the #1 ranked contender by the WBC, here is Hamzah Sheeraz.
Oye, la vida para el campeón, primero que se sienta, Orlando, que se sienta. Dice así.
And WBC Silver Champion and the #1 ranked contender by the WBC, here is Hamzah Sheeraz.
Edgar Berlanga.
You're gonna be Super Bowl champion tonight, baby.
Stay in your base, keep working that jab. Right? Off your jab. Don't get lazy going back. Start going to the side. Keep that jab.
Okay?
Stay in your base, keep working that jab. Right? Off your jab. Don't get lazy going back. Start going to the side. Keep that jab.
Motion coming out. Edgar Berlanga gets the knockout. He so desperately wanted and needed. The Brooklyn Beast is back, baby.
Edgar Berlanga fight.
Yeah.
All I want to say is, Edgar, you fought.
Show, bro. Super proud of you.
I have never seen nobody stand up to that man like that.
That's right.
Never. Nobody.
That's right.
You got knocked down third round, got a brawler.
That's right. Word. Fighting back. He did better than a lot.
Craftsman. He has inside game in a very big way, and I give Berlanga a lot of credit for standing in, taking those hooks and uppercuts, and finishing the fight.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Edgar Berlanga made a great account for himself, don't you think?
100%. I think he earned a lot of fans and certainly a lot of allegiance from Puerto Ricans tonight.
I think no, it is looks great, looks good, but is Berlanga is ready and
I think it's going to be very dangerous for Hamzah early, Hearn told The Ring, because Berlanga is a sharp puncher and punches very hard. And when his confidence is up, he doesn't mind exchanging, and he's actually quite effective and fast in the exchanges. And I can see Hamzah getting hurt if he decides to fight that kind of fight where he comes out a little bit rabbit in headlights and he kind of just lets his hands go and his chin's in the air. I can see Sheeraz having success early. I think if he's disciplined, he can punch as well. And I think he'll be so much better at 168 because he was really struggling at 160. So, I do think Edgar's the favorite in the fight, given experience, home turf, and all that type of stuff. But it's a real, live fight.
The Turkey's his pappy. You know, that's his pappy right there. Turkey got him like this, walking like, hey, don't talk. When I talk, don't say nothing. When I tell you to move, you move. So he's doing that. That's what I'm saying. He don't want to be in New York. Like, he don't want to be fighting in New York. Come on, he's just doing this because they putting the pressure. I'm like, yo, you got to take this fight because if not, you're not going to get the Canelo fight. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, I'm going to take the fight, but I already beat him.
He knocked out fellow Puerto Rican Jonathan Gonzalez Ortiz in the first round of their March 15th bout at Caribe Royale in Orlando, Florida. He will encounter a familiar foe as England's Sheeraz is working with a new trainer in former WBO middleweight champ Andy Lee. Ireland's Jason Quigley was trained by Lee when he battled Berlanga, who dropped him 4 times en route to a comfortable 12-round decision in June 2023 at Madison Square Gardens Theater in New York. There's 2 sides to Edgar, Hearn said.
Hamzah Sheeraz versus Edgar Berlanga. Now, this is tricky, but that's what I'm gonna say. I think Hamzah Sheeraz beats Edgar.
There's the belief and falling for what he says, and then there's actually watching what he does in the ring. Coming off Canelo, he's kind of a self-proclaimed superstar of the sport. It was a thriller. It was a fight that could have gone either way. I thought he was really tough, but he didn't really win many rounds. He's a great talker, but Hamzah has teamed up with Andy Lee, who had Jason Quigley when he boxed Berlanga. He lost a lot of rounds against Quigley, but Sheeraz and Lee like the fight. He could have won that world championship fight, Hearn said.
In New York City, in Edgar Berlanga's hometown, we like Hamzah Sheeraz to win the fight. We got it early at a plus 118. You can shop around to see where the best value is. And our own Stephen Bredman Edwards, he's predicting a knockout win for Hamzah Sheeraz. He believes this will happen.
He didn't box well at all, and I know he hurt his hand in the fight, but I think if Hamzah would have believed in himself a bit more in that fight, I actually think he would have won. However, he was lucky to get the draw. Keith Connolly can't envision Hamzah Sheeraz withstanding Edgar Berlanga's power for more than half of their scheduled 12-round fight July 12th. The extremely confident contender whose career Connolly guides is one of the strongest super middleweights in boxing. Connolly also has questions about Sheeraz's chin, especially since the British boxer has moved up from the middleweight limit of 160 pounds to the 168 division for their fight on the Ring's pay-per-view show at Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens.
Fight. What you think of that?
I think that's another good fight right there. I think that's a good fight. You know what I mean? Because for Sheeraz's last fight, I thought he lost to Adamas.
Yeah.
I thought he lost. Edgar been in that weight for a while, so that's going to be a difficult thing to say, but I'm going to have to, I don't know, because Sheeraz can.
Connolly's confidence mirrored the self-assurance the brash Berlanga exhibited Thursday during a press conference at Palladium Times Square. It's a huge fight for Edgar, Connolly said. Anytime Edgar fights in New York, it's a huge event. He's popular here. He always sells out. I think it's gonna bomb away, as said earlier. I don't see this fight going past 5 or 6 rounds. Sheeraz is a great fighter, but there's levels to this sport, and he's not on Edgar's level. So I think it's gonna be a massacre on July 12th. I see a violent knockout coming. Our fight's definitely gonna be the fight of the night, and expect an explosive knockout. And this will be a springboard for bigger things for Edgar going forward later in the year.
Does he beat the giant Hamzah?
No, I can't see it. I can't see it with that style he got. That kid Hamzah is really good, man. Like, to fight Carlos Adames and fight Berlanga is like a step down in competition. Carlos Adames can crack. I spar with him.
It's a great fight, you know, and I'm Team Sheeraz now because, you know, Edgar's had a lot to say.
Yeah. And,
a lot of it is, it's not like we get on all right, but like, you know, I think that I really like Hamzah Sheeraz. I think it's a brilliant fight. I think that Edgar will get a lot of.
Stevenson Williams Zepeda are 2 of the 4 fights the Ring will showcase at one of the primary venues for the U.S. Open tennis tournament every summer. Stevenson, a 3-weight world champion from Newark, New Jersey, will make a mandated defense of his WBC lightweight title against Mexican southpaw William Zepeda. In response to Connolly's prediction, Thursday, Spencer Brown, Sheeraz's manager, explained why his fighter is comparably confident, despite the fact that he fought WBC middleweight champ Carlos Adames to a controversial split draw February 22nd at A&B Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I spoke to Keith Connolly earlier in the back, Brown said. Just to reiterate what he said, Hamzah's only gonna go 6 rounds. We're coming into the Lion's Den. He's moved up to 168. He's a very, very big guy, Berlanga, and he's not gonna be easy to beat. But we think, with Hamzah Sheeraz, we will win this fight, and we will win it comfortably. Because everybody thinks after that last fight that we dodged a bullet. But he broke his hand, he couldn't make the weight, he makes the weight naturally now. He's a 6'4" big man at this weight. So, we think that we can definitely win the fight. And we've got to come into the Lion's Den to do it because this is Berlanga's territory. And we're quite confident, actually.
Berlanga coming off of fighting I ain't even gonna lie, Edgar. That was some bullshit, but I mean, it is what it is. Tune up.
Oh, that last fight?
Yeah, that was some shit.
Yeah, he don't even like speaking about that fight.
Yeah. So, what you think of the fight?
Sheeraz sustained a fracture in his left hand early in his 12-round bout against Adames. Hamzah Sheeraz seemed a bit delicate to Eddie Hearn when the British contender squeezed his 6'4" frame down to 160 pounds. Now that Sheeraz moved up to the super middleweight limit of 168 pounds, Hearn sees him as a live underdog in his division debut against Edgar Berlanga. Brooklyn's Berlanga, who was once promoted by Hearn's Matchroom Boxing, has competed in the super middleweight division for 5 years.
Do you think, because Sheeraz is this tall 6'3" guy, good jab, do you think Berlanga will cut the distance in that fight? And I know that requires a lot of energy.
He has to, though. I mean, not taking. I mean, Edgar Berlanga is a tall guy for 68 too. I think he's like
160. Even making 168 is not going to be easy, but it will be better. And in the current state and the climate boxing is in, I feel like if I moved up to 168 and took 3 or 4 fights where I'm guaranteed to win, I'd be doing injustice to the sport of boxing. So why not go in there, fight?
The heavy-handed Berlanga has faced a higher level of opposition than Sheeraz as well, most notably in his one-sided decision defeat to undisputed champion Canelo Alvarez. Hearn nonetheless expects Sheeraz to test Berlanga in a fight featured on the ring's next pay-per-view event July 12th at Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens.